Good morning, Metu.
Good morning, sir.
Metu, you are not coming to school today?
Yeah, some things come also, yeah.
Sorry?
Some things come also, I can't come, yeah.
Oh, okay. Something happened. That's why you're not coming.
Yeah,
Oh, really? Something happened. What happened? What happened?
it's because,
The light went out? The
yeah,
light's okay.
something like that.
Or
It's,
something?
and like a technical error.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought you were coming to school today. You're not.
I will come tomorrow, yeah.
All right then. All right then. It's okay. Let's wait for your friends. Gazin is joining. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. Gazin, to me, how are you? Okay. Good morning to me.
Good morning, sir.
All right. Wait for your friends. Okay. Please wait for your friends for why. Why is too bright in this classroom? Okay, Mr. Sai is also joining. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. It's second week. It's the second week. If you guys are ready, you may turn on your camera. If you need some time, no problem. Okay. Good day to you, everyone, and hopes everyone is okay with you guys. Is everything all right with you? Okay, thank you. So, I like to start with the home room. We call the home room before we actually begin our lessons. Okay, let's talk about how you spend time and where have you been, where did you go? Let's talk about that. So start from Tami Metu. What have you been doing these days?
I just stay at home
Okay.
and read book like that
Okay.
and watch some kind of movie. Yeah,
All right, thank you. That's it? No more than that?
no more than that.
Okay, no, all right, thank you very much. So I'd like to give a chance to Mr. Sai. Mr. Sai, Sai, what have you been doing lately after our class have done last week?
Well, to summarize it, I've been learning, I've been doing some math homeworks, I guess. I've been learning how to code and I'm working on a project basically.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
You're learning how to cook. You surprised?
Not code.
Okay.
Yes.
Coding or okay.
Yes, coding, yes.
Coding for like a hacker. No, I'm just kidding, right? Good, good. So you've been working on that project. So
Yes.
which was assigned by your school?
No, it's not my own personal project. It's a course project.
Okay.
I'll make a summary for it. It's a finance website where you can go and log in and then technically buy stocks. You can buy stocks. You can check for stocks. You can log in with your username, password, and then you can buy stocks. Not really buy it, but like, yeah, I'm playing with the database and stuff. Yeah.
I see. I see.
Yes.
Oh, that seems awesome, right? That seems awesome. Anyway, good. So looks like you've been busy. You've been busy with these project and working, learning at the same time.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Virtual battery is not. Okay, it's okay, never mind. So then this time I'd like to give chance to me. Gazing, tell us what you've been doing lately. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay, but the thing is like I can't quite hear you. Your sounds are probably. Could you please check your audio or maybe volume? Sometimes the volumes are way down below and we can't quite hear. Could you please check that to me?
oh, okay.
Okay. Right, you can sound check because online it's like important thing is connections. As long as connection is okay and everything is okay. Okay, you don't need to see my face, but as long as you can hear me, it's okay, you know. All right, connections is important. So tell us to me, Casey, what you've been doing lately. You need to unmute, yes.
Okay. I just stay at home um and I attend my online classes.
Online classes. Oh, how many classes you've been taking?
Two. On SAT oh IS
SAT and TOEFL.
IS.
Oh, IELTS. Okay, cool, cool. Both are good for you. So, Jason, I like to sound check. So, hope you're okay there. Looks like you are having a connection problem or something. Now you're okay, right?
Yeah.
Good. If you're okay, let's get started.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, we've been talking about what we have done lately after we introduced the previous week, and then tell us a little bit about the things that you have done. Oh, you're lagging. Yes, she is lagging. See, this is connection, you know. Okay. A connection. Okay. Looks like no problem. Then if you guys are ready, let's get started. I like to screen share. Since you haven't got the book yet, I will screen share. So we like to start with reading, critical reading, everybody. So as I mentioned last week, and I hope you have downloaded this. Am I correct? Have you downloaded? Thank you. So the books will be in your hand soon. The books will be in your hand soon. So chapter 1, let's move on to the chapter 1. Okay, critical reading questions. So like I have explained already, there will be a long test like that. Any types of test it can come, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So it will be a long test like this, everyone. Here's a passage 1. Okay, here's a passage 1. Total around like 30 sentences. Word limits is not that big because this is the beginning, the very beginning passage. So what we have to do is we have to focus on questions here. Question area here. So question 1 to 10 from that passage. Okay, 1 to 10 from that passage. So what are we going to do? So I will let you familiarize with the test first. Okay, here is the passage 1. It consists of paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say just 5 paragraphs. In exam, somewhere around this. Sometimes it depends on the context, class. Sometimes it depends on subject, it depends on the context. Probably the word limits will be more than that and the passages will be more than that. All right, so what we are actually going to do is to read, come up with a general idea, and after that, we will focus. What does question actually ask you to do and how can we approach that type of question comes? And then how much time you need to spend for that? Mostly, let me tell you, most Burmese, okay, your friends is not here. Most students, what happened is, of course, there is a test and the tests are quite long. And then when you read tests, most words are new for you. So they're based on the academic base. Most vocabularies are so huge and so hard for you. And then, oh my God, they're so hard. They're so difficult. So that make you confused and that make you worry. No, I don't worry you. Eats. Okay. Take it easy. Take it easy. You are going to come across a bunch of difficult vocabulary, but you don't need to worry. Whenever you come across like tough vocabulary, it doesn't matter. You don't need to worry. But what you need to focus is, of course, questions. As long as you understand what question actually asks you to do, you are on halfway to get the correct answer. And I still believe that. I believe you remember what I said, the tips previous week. It's a multiple choice, everyone. Choice A, B, C, D. Okay, looks like they all are same. When you try to find four, that will make you confused. Oh my God, A and B are similar. I don't know which one is error. I don't know which one is the best one. Of course, the examiner will make you confused that way. That's the way how they always, the test generator, test maker presented. That will make you confused. Then you go stuck in question. You can't comprehend what this question actually asks you to do, and you are consuming. You are taking much time and it's sweating. And now, no worry. Look at the test. What does the question ask you to do? Read all the choices. Or it could be possible. Which choice is possible and impossible? Look at them. Look at them. And you will definitely see two impossible choices. And then two are possible. Okay, cross them, the impossible choices. And then take time to think and pick the best one out of two. That's it. That's how we will go. But you need to speed up. Since you are working under the time frame, your time is limited. Okay, tick tock, clock. Okay, you also need to check that one question, how much time you have to spend for it. You must know. Okay, but here we are the beginning, the very beginning of our journey. We will not do that much quick. We will take time to understand the nature of the question, the nature of the passage, how they make you confused. We will figure it out. At the same time, I will explain some grammar aspects, some of the part you need to understand. Some question asks you the meaning, the main idea of it. Sometimes the question asks you grammar structure. Sometimes question asks you opinion kind of thing. So let's go back. Let me go back to my screen share. So here we will read this test. Passage 1, pick your pencil up. Since you don't have the book, it doesn't matter, but your eyes on my screen, everyone, please. Eyes on my screen and read first paragraph. You will see tough vocabulary for you. It doesn't matter. So for the passage 1 here, total 33 lines, the whole passage, you should spend only 1 minute. Read start to the end, just 1 minute only. Okay. Just start to the end, just 1 minute only. Now let's get started. Take time to read. Take time to read. You just spend only 15 seconds. You have 60 seconds in total. Your time is up. I'm sorry to disturb you. Your time is up. So in Asia, whether you completely understand or you understand piece of it, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it depends on your language level. It depends on your reading pace, reading skills. Yes, some of your friends are okay. You guys understand 100%, some are not. It doesn't matter. So tell me, Mr. Sai, what's all the test about? If you can tell me general idea of it, there are one or two idea of it, what's the whole story about? Just tell me something that you understand in your way.
For me, in my perspective, I think the whole text is about, they were talking about discrimination or something like that. They described
Sure.
described a whole spectrum of it,
Sure.
racism, sexism, and then they went into the category of ageism
Sure.
for a little bit more. But they gave examples of sexism, racism, and they went into ageism.
Mhm.
I guess the whole thing is about prejudice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Critical reading. So let me, Matthew, could you please tell us, okay, how far you grabbed based on this paragraph? Your understanding part. Right, wrong, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so after reading this passage, I got that I like a discrimination of the elderly people. Like that.
Elderly people, yeah. You're black, you're short, you're old, I don't think you can beat me, kind of thing. All right, you got it. You got the point. So to me, Jason, tell us.
Like, I think it's about like China stereotyping and other maybe age discrimination and something like that. Yeah.
Thank you. You got the point too. Let me Jason, your turn to me.
It's about the discrimination and the discrimination of other people and
It's okay. So it's all about, degrading and discrimination. It's all about like underestimating. It's one word. Okay, so let's talk about boys and girls. Unequal. You believe? Men and women are equal, you believe today? Democracy 50-50. 50. I don't know how you apply at your house, your mom and dad. And okay. What I know, the right today, the fair and square system at my house, I go out, I make money, and my wife, she takes all the household chores responsibility. This is the tradition base. Man's supposed to go out, make money, come back. Woman has to give birth the baby and then cook and clean and take care of it. Oh my God. So today's not like that. Come on. You make $200. I make 200. I can make $200 too. Today I cook, tomorrow you cook. If today I cook, you wash the dishes. Okay. All right. Today you go to market and tomorrow I have to go to market. 50-50 system. It's been practicing. So back in the day, in America, when Christopher Columbus found America, like red Indian people located in that, okay, and then British colonized that area, they bully, blah, blah, blah. And the American trying to revolutionize and they got independent. And then problems start there, black and white problems so far. Okay, black and white problems still, they're still there. They're still there. So men and women, men rights and women rights. You drink beer and why not me? Come on, I can also drink. Okay, like that. Okay, so in here is all about the prejudice. There is a movie about Pride and Prejudice. I think you have watched that movie. Okay, one thing that you need to understand is after you finish reading that passage, you need to come up with, you need to know in your convenient times, in your free time, okay, collect those difficult vocabulary and put in the notebooks and then check with your dictionary. Look it up in dictionary along with example sentences. That's how you need to practice in your convenient time. So now come back. Yes, the passage is all about, yes, discrimination, or they underestimate you. Oh, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can do that. You're black. I don't think it's the right place for you to come, kind of thing. So many forms in our daily life, not only in Myanmar, all over the world. The forms are like that. Many forms, many places, many forms. Okay, many forms of prejudice exist in our society today. Moya, the same thing. Taunji, the same thing. Yangon, the same thing. Okay, like that. Okay, so I don't think you are. I don't think you underestimate people that way. You're black, you're short, you're Muslim, okay, you're Hindu, you're Islam, or you're Buddhist. No, what I believe is you and I, we are the same under the sky. Like that. So it should be like this. So here it's a test comes this way. Okay, we understand the main point of it. Not everything detailed. It doesn't matter. If you understand that much, I'm satisfied. So why don't we jump into questions number 1? And then let me pick that question for you. Let me pick that questions for you. Okay. Look at that, questions 1. Here we are, everyone. Hope you can see clearly on my screen. Which of the following statements is not supported? If you receive the book next week, please bring highlighter with you. Please you must have a different highlighter. So the questions that not supported by the passage. According to the question, okay, so you need to read. That type of question comes, you need to understand start to the end. Okay, by the passage mean it refers to all the passages in the story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passages. A, look at A. Ageism, which means you are 20, I'm a 40, your mommy 80, example, ageism, age. Okay, ISM mean, remember we call Wada or Wadi, or kind of like the Buddhism, Buddhism, blah, blah, blah. So forget it. Age. The topic is, the first one is age. It's all about different types of age. Second, woman. You don't need to read all the things, guys. Second, woman. Third, many companies. And then ageism. See that? Look at the beginning part. Ageism, women, many companies, and ageism. I'm checking all the subject area. I'm telling you all the subject. But the question said, one of them is not supported. But to understand this, reading subject alone is not enough, and you need to complete all of them. And then likely all are possible. But there is one totally impossible. Can you find totally impossible? You don't need to go back to story, everybody. You don't need to go back to story, but by reading all these sentences, one sentence is totally, okay, diverted. So Mr. Sai, you are the only Jan. No, I'm also a gentleman, okay? You're the only guy in my class, so I like to, no, don't tell me the answer. What you believe, I mean, tell me which letter is not totally impossible. So I pick one.
Impossible. So it
Yes.
says, which of the following statement is not supported by the passage?
Yes.
It's not supported by the passage of something that should be wrong. So I'm supposed to choose something that should be right. Right? Like I'm
You know what? Wait. I make you confused, Don't tell me the answer. I said like that, remember? Don't tell me the answer, but based on the question, not supported. Don't tell me the answer. This is what my request, but what I explained before that, okay, please find impossible choice, I said. So impossible choice. When you're looking at, okay, Sai, what do you think is the impossible choice one? A, B, C, D. Pick one. Don't go back to reading. Tell me. A, B, C, D.
Something that should not be the right answer.
Okay. Impossible, I said. Don't confuse.
It can't be the right answer, right? It can't be the right.
Don't tell me the answer, but tell me 4 choices. Which one is impossible?
A.
Yeah. Which choice is impossible?
A.
Yeah. A is impossible. Okay. Let me make you which choice is impossible. 여보세요. Come on. What taking so long? Pick the number. A, B, C, D. Give me the number. No, you don't need to get the correct answer. I'm asking.
Yeah.
Sorry?
A. C.
D is impossible.
No,
Okay,
no,
thank
no.
you. Let me
I mean C. C.
no, impossible C. Okay, thank you. Gazin. Don't look, don't look, don't look. No, don't read. When you read it, you need to capture them. Scan all of them in. I put all my memory. Come on, go. Tell me which one is impossible?
C.
D.
C.
Okay. C is impossible. Okay, thank you. Let me Gazin.
C.
D is so C. Okay, yeah, C is impossible. You get a little bit confused. So the test is all about, they talk about ageism. Am I correct? They talk about womanism. Am I correct? You're a woman, you can't do blah, blah, blah. So, so according to the questions, it said it's not supported in the passage. So age, we see ageism, old people. So this is totally impossible. Am I correct? Because it did mention in the test. A is totally impossible. B, impossible because it mentioned in the test. C is another story. C is another idea not in the passage. Actually, you are telling me the answer. KZ and JZ, you are telling me the answer. My question is, tell me the impossible choice. You see what I mean? Hope you see what I mean. Metu? Okay, come on. Hope you see what I mean. So, see, students get confused like that. Let me go to the story back. So the stories is all about like, in our daily life, like prejudice things exist and old people, women people, black and white, you're black, you're short. Literally, your teacher, my name is Sam Smith. I am short. My old friend call me JP. Like that, I hate that. I'm short. But for me here, everyone, one thing to notice is not supported. It means, okay, sentence, it doesn't mention anything in the test. Ageism, they talk about in the test. Women, they talk about in the test. Okay, ageism, they talk about in the test. So not supported must be this. Many companies refuse to hire workers younger than age 18. So younger than age 18, it doesn't make sense at all. So this is the answer actually. I'm asking is, which is impossible? Since question asks you not supported, A is, okay, B is, and see, that's why I read only the subject. You see what I mean? Ageism, women, many companies, and ageism. So ageism, they talk about in the test. Women, they talk about in the test. Ageism, they talk about in the test. And then this must be the answer. That's how you can mathematically, like a mathematic way, sometimes you don't need to read all the tests. Look at it, must be this. That's how you get the answer. But the more you understand, the better. If not, your choice you might pick the wrong one. So, okay. First section, you shouldn't make how many mistakes. I will explain everything detail like that. So if you make mistake more than that number, and you can't hope to get high. Okay, 1600. You're supposed to, highest is like 800. If you make first section, one mistake, two mistakes, I will tell detail. No, not now. I'm just going on the way like that. So if you make mistake like this, you can't hope for, you can't expect for high GDP or kind of thing also. So my target in this class, not 800. I don't expect from you 700 plus, 7 plus. This is my expectation from your class. I don't know. I will put you, and I will try my best, and please try your best for me, and I will try my best for you, and please try please try your best for me too. Okay, for both party. Any questions so far? Got it. So let's move on. Okay, only just question one, we just go. So second questions, let me introduce. The first question says not supported. If that type of question comes, you can approach the mathematical way, I mean. All right, so question one, yes. Ageism is discrimination against individuals or groups because of the age. It did mention in the test, that's why it is supported. Women also experience forms of benevolent prejudice. This is beautiful word, English word, I mean high academic words. If you don't know, look it up dictionary later, but I'm not going to explain everything for that. So see, many companies refuse to hire workers younger than age 18, you're 18 and we're not going to accept you as a worker itself. It's not supported based on the test. D. Ageism is frequently seen in the workplace. Yes, in the test it did mention somewhere. I don't remember. You are old, but you have many qualities. Okay, compared to your workforce and the young people workforce. Okay, young people workforce are better, but you are smart. You have experiences, but we don't want to kick you out from our company. Okay, but if we kick you out, okay, the reason people give is you are old, but I still want you. But you can't expect as high salary as you want. Okay, for that, since you are old, you are worth only $1,000. But you don't need to work like a young people in my company. Kind of thing they mentioned in the test. See, they underestimate and they see you're old. I don't think you should get $2,000 or something like that. Actually, those old people have many knowledge and experiences. Okay, those people should be in the CEO place or advisory place or consultant place, But young people, they have energy. Okay, they're like a bull, they're like a cow. They can walk and work. See, that's it. So man, let's move on to the second question, by the way. Hope my speed is not that fast. You think it's a little bit fast or no, Mary? I think it's quite okay, I guess. Okay, when you're in America and okay, most lectures and you were helpful, that. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go back. So second questions, by the way, look at word this time. One thing to understand is what parts of the speech is that you need to understand. Okay, line number 19, it did directly mention. Most nearly means, please, you need to understand nearly. It's not asking you exact meanings. Nearly means. So in here, in aptitude, forget about in, aptitude. In aptitude, I-N-N. Class, I-N-E. So when we see a word, I-N-E, what does that mean? You need to understand basically. Please, excuse me, I will give you some time here. Look at that. I want you to take a photo if you haven't opened a book yet or go back to story. Can you check that? Because I like to get the charger. Here it's not working. So if battery's going, I might have a problem. So please keep going for checking which one is the best answer, right? I'll be back. Let me get the charger. In my sorry. No. Oh. Go, Bobby. Go, Bobby. Wendy, thank you. No. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So now, like I said, so it did mention which number and which line, but that's one word and vocabulary for all of you. Okay, vocabulary, all of you. The word inaptitude in line number 19 most nearly means. So there's a too tricky for you. Most, okay, you have to understand about the intensity. In English word, most, and then nearly means. So we have a reluctance. You might know, you might not know, reluctance and divergence and the incompetence and omnipotence. So since in, that must be positive or a negative, or you have to think about it. Okay, gentlemen, Mount side, Mrs. Side, what's your pick? In line number 19. Line number 19.
For the answer,
Despite
or
there being absolutely no proof of, you see and or no. When you go back to the line, wait, I'm not screen sharing this one. Sorry, you guys looks confusing. So let me go back. So in the story, when you go to the line number 19, here we are. Okay, you don't need to just look at only this. Despite, you see that despite, okay? Despite there being absolutely no proof of inaptitude. Here is negative. Inaptitude is also negative. You need to understand about minus, minus. So basically, what we learn from the skill, minus, minus. Minus, minus, what happened? Plus, it means the positive. You see that? That's the point. So there is no blah, 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 blah. And then what's the choice? What do you think is the answer? The word inaptitude in line 19 most nearly means. Question is just trick you. Most, most, and then nearly, not 100%. Most nearly, not 100%. So is that reluctance or divergence or incompetence or omnipotence? So Sai, pick one.
my choice is C, incompetence.
Sorry?
C, incompetence.
C. Okay, thank you. Let me Jason.
I also think C.
Yeah. Okay. If you both of you, if you chose C, hands up. All of you, not both of you, all of you. Sorry, my wrong language. No. All of you, if you chose C, hands up, right? Give me a high five. You get correct. So ASM will be like that. So come on. We will go gradually, and you can be the ASM easily. My duty is to encourage you. Okay, thank you. So yes, inaptitude in line 19 most nearly means incompetence. So let's go. All right, there's a one word again in line number, not line number, in questions number 3. Questions 3 says, according to the passage. So this question covers the whole passage, everyone. Benevolent prejudice. What does that mean? So according to the passage, benevolent prejudice. So this is only the subject part. And then you need to complete a sentence. But think about which sentence will be the best. Benevolent prejudice appears, is, and should. When it comes like that, don't read the whole thing. Only focus the verb form. We have one is the action. Okay, we can say action. 2 the verb to be, class. And then the last one is, should be taken. Should be taken. What pattern is that? You have to understand the grammar pattern. Okay. What do you think is that? According to the passage, benevolent prejudice appears friendly and harmless. It's easy to recognize. It's not as serious as hostile prejudice. Should be taken as a compliment. You need to understand what does compliment means. Hostiles and compliments are opposite. Okay, so according to the test, which one is the best? Benevolent. အများကျိုးဆောင်ကိုကျိုးအောင် it's we call benevolent in Myanmar we call. Okay, အများကျိုးဆောင်ကိုကျိုးပြောင် so according to the whole test, what do you think is the answer? Okay, according to the passage, benevolent prejudice, is it easy to recognize? Or it's not as serious as hostile. Hostile means very bad. SS, comparative. Always remember, if you see SS, that type of comparative, that never ever can be the answer. This is the pro tips I like to give you. So forget about C. And then, you know what? Look at letter D. It says should be, you know, it is not precise. You are looking at me. Teacher Sam, you should be comedian. This is your belief by looking at it. So this is not precise. Should be, could be. If you are seeing those, 50% impossible choices. I won't say 100%, you know, 50% impossible choices if you see like that. So you have to cross C and D. Only 2 left. I will let you read this test and then tell me what you pick. And after that, it says here, according to the passage, benevolent prejudice, okay, not C, not D, and an A and B. Is it easy to recognize or it seems friendly, blah, 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 blah. Look at that. Benevolent prejudice is a type for discrimination that often seems friendly or harmless. It did mention in the first paragraph. So class, what do you want to pick? It did mention exactly. You must pick A. If you pick A, hands up. Good. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Please, I want you to open the PDF file and upload it on the screen. And I will give you some time to work on yourself. And we will work together. How's that sound? Thank you. I'm so happy because the connection is good today. AC is good with me. I'm happy. And then second period, probably I will be teaching from at home or from school. I'm not quite sure yet. It depends on my situation. All right, thank you. Keep going, everyone. You may turn off your camera if you want, but I want your honesty. Don't look it up in dictionary, okay? Students are so, oh my, some camera, you know what, very good today. You don't know work, you take that camera and camera tell you everything you take in your language. How cool is that? Is that your phone camera like this? No, some cameras are like that. So I have like students naughty, you know, even in the class, and I told them not to, but they have a camera like this. Okay, they have a camera. So when they see top 4, they take a camera. When they shoot, the camera mention, okay, you know, camera mention everything, so they know it. Please don't do that. Exam, you can't do like this. So please don't do that. Right. I'll give you some time, guys. Keep going. You may turn off your camera if you want. No problem. I allowed you. Oh, okay. So fast. JZ, me too. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'll wait for you. Take your time. If you guys are ready, you can thumbs up. If you have done all of them, please thumbs up. If you are ready, you just thumbs up. All right, 2 already. So how about Sai and Metu? I think it's the right time to check the answer. No worry, making mistakes is not a problem. Then you may turn on your camera now. Yes, thank you very much. Please turn on your camera. Okay, thank you. So Asa, on your screen, on your left side will be a test, a paragraph, long test. And on the right side will be questions. And then sometimes questions like 1 to 10, 1 to 12, then you can scroll down easily. And then the passage you don't need to, it's a good point for you though. But now it's like you have to look this, you have to go back. It's kind of like you're distracting. So let's go back. Question number 3. It says, according to the passage. So according to the passage, benevolent prejudice is the subject, and the read all of them, we pick A. A is the best. Of course, it appears friendly and harmless. It looks friendly and harmless according to the passage. Okay. Number 4, the question. What's the question set? Let me screenshot. All right, questions number 3, done. And look at the questions 4. As you see, which of the following, yes, choice A, B, C, D. Which of the following statement is true about ageism? So it's all about age. So which statement is true? Look at A, the term sexism was coined in the mid-20th century. Are we talking about this? B, John McCain didn't win the presidency because he was too old. Is that about that? Is that about the ageism, the truth? There is more than one kind of age-related bias. Okay. D, companies are allowed to promote the retirement of older workers, but D is totally impossible. What's the choice? If you chose A, hands up. Nah. B, hands up. B, okay, thank you. So you think that John McCain, okay, didn't win because he's too old? Come on, look at Joe Biden. Now, based on the ageism, let me tell you. The answer choice goes to C actually. Age-related bias. Some say all are useful. All is gold. Some say like that, all is gold. Jima meda. Like that. Or in Myanmar we call it Jima. Always go with some belief, but some, okay, change to see you. You know what I mean? People have a different bias, different idea. According to the passage also there. See? Answer choice. Who chose C, by the way? All right, thank you. Okay, Mount Sinai? Because Joe Biden, how old was he? 70 something. It's almost 80. Age, right, like that. Okay, good. So according to the paragraph, according to the passage, actually the answer choice goes to yes. Thank you very much. Look at that. All right. The term sexism, we're not talking about that. True about ageism, there is more than one kind of age-related bias. More than one kind. People believe they're not the same. Okay, good. Number 5, many facts. If you read a lot, you know many types of vocabulary. You have enough synonym. If you read a lot, you don't need to read the story. Many facts mean, I learned when I was young, many facts equal SHOW, show. Many facts mean show. This is what I know. For me, I don't need to look at the story. I can directly say what the answer is. So what's the choice, Tami Gazin?
B.
Yeah, if you chose B, hands up. Yeah, so like that. Look at manufacture me, admire, come on, nothing to do with. Okay. Abominate also same thing, like relinquish is not same thing. So actually it's a revise. Show revise manifests a synonym. Okay, moving on to number 6, class. 6 question. Look at 6, the author. I want you to understand question itself. The author would most likely agree with. So would most likely agree with, this is a tricky. This itself is a tricky grammar term in English. Would most likely agree with. Grammar itself is a tricky. Okay. author would most likely agree with. So don't confuse in that grammar pattern. Author like what choices? Author know what choices? Author understand what choices? Author accept what choices? That's all. Make it simple. You need to simplify this. Would most likely agree with which of the following statements? So read all the statements. Author would most likely agree with. It can be tricky for you. If you literally translate in Myanmar, that will make you confused. Okay. Benevolent prejudice can be harmless. It did mention in the paragraph. Sometimes benevolent prejudice is based on true generalization. Okay, next one. Elderly people do not need special treatment. Okay, interactions with people should always be based on specifies, not generalization. Okay, which one? Most likely agree with. Science here, the both two men so yin. Behaga, science here, the both two men sajong pit the land in Myanmar, we call it. So, benevolent prejudice can be harmless. It did mention. So you don't need to choose this. It's too obvious. Would most likely agree. So yin. The gay dog, so yin dog. No, Myanmar language is like it. Sometimes benevolent prejudice is based on true. Yeah, sometimes it's based on true generalization. This is also true information. Okay. Elderly people do not need special treatment. Oh, come on. If sick people, of course, they need special treatment. But you have to pick D. How many of you pick D? Hands up. Only one? Okay. So let's go back to question again. Author would most likely agree with which of the following statement? So author A, B are so obvious, ladies and gents. Elderly people do not need special treatment, comma. You basically think about this, practically think about it. Elderly people, they need special treatment, of course, if you're not healthy, if you're not feeling well. Okay, for young people, for example, you need to think like logic way for that. Number C, try C said, you're young, you get caught, example. No worry. Okay, it's he within a month, easily, because you're young. Your tissues inside are not like old people. Old men, old people, they got cut. For example, your grandma, grandpa, you might have noticed or experiences, by the way. When they got cut something, even small thing, it's something like that. You see what I mean? So, C, logical way to think about it. Nah. Look at D, answers D. What's D said? You know, interactions with people. Interaction with people. Interaction with, okay, people should always be based. When you're interacting with people, that must be based on not generalization. You generalize, okay, you look at somebody, that guy is handsome. I think he must be good in nature. Nah, don't think that way. Oh, look at that. Very ugly. I don't think she can be president. So you generalize by the appearances. No, that must be based on facts. How truthful you are and how qualified you are inside. See what I mean? I look at Mr. Sai and I predict, I don't think you're going to get married. No, example, right? I don't think you're going to get married. This is my prediction. But looking at your generalization, your appearances, no, it can be true. But I know you, you are my neighbor. Example, you never think about girl, woman. You always think about how can you liberate from human being life. Okay. Example, if you've been talking like that, I know that based on the factual, I can that okay, you know, like that, you know. Gazin, I look Gazin, okay, Gazin has a hairstyles like this. And then I think when she got married, probably she is going to have 2 children. Example, this is by looking at your appearance, my guess. It can be wrong. Okay, it depends on the woman fertility thing, you know. I'm not a doctor, how can I say that? So based on the facts, if I'm a doctor, after medical checkup, blah, 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 I can predict. Example like that. Jason, the same thing. Oh, Jason hairstyles like they're wearing glasses and okay, I think and like based on you can't draw equation based on those. Oh, Matthew never show her face completely, so it looks like she is come on. Whatever you do based on the facts. Therefore, interaction with people should always be based on specifics. Information. Okay, like that, remember, not generalization. Okay, generalize okay, example, yeah. You can't. Okay, you guys are from Dongmu, example. I have met. Are you from Dongmu, right? Yeah, I have a story. Maybe probably your auntie. Okay, yeah. A time we were studying English together long time ago at the America Center. We were together. We studied together. We go out together. I have a story too from Dongmu. Yeah. So probably your mommy. Yeah. She's Chinese. So who is Chinese? There, oh my God, yeah, nice. Yeah, probably your mom. I don't show your mommy photo now. This is a real story. And we studied together, and then mostly we spent time at the American Center Library. We borrow books and practice, learn English, blah blah, and then we together most of the time. And my friends, like blind side friends, they push me. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Sam, please propose that girl, your friend. I think she's into you, like that. She's into you. Like that. So my friend, they push me. Come on, no man, come on, man. Friends forever is good. I told my friend, but my friends, they push me to cross the line. Cross the line. And then what happened? One day, I got an idea because of my friends. Hey, you two look so match. She's like Chinese, fair skin, thin, a little bit taller than me. Okay, very polite. She's from Dongmu. Probably your mom or auntie. I don't know. Forget it. I will tell you. Let me finish mine. Then my friend pushed me, so I thought to cross the line. I planned to propose. So one day after class was over, and I talked to my friend. I won't say the name, okay? I talked to my friend. Let's say, yo, when you are after all the class turn, when you go back home, okay, I want to see you off. See and off, phrase above. When you go back home today, I want to see you off. Like that. When you go home and I want to see you off. My friends know my mood, My friends knows my mood. And then she told me one. She said one. Brother. Like that. Brother, don't bother. Don't bother, brother. In English, don't bother, brother means don't come charging them on a thing. Like that, My friend pushed me to propose, and I planned to propose, and I said, when you go back home today, and I want to see you off, and she told me that don't bother, brother. She smiled and looked at me. Don't bother, brother. Okay. Yeah. So what did I do? I completely stopped. Probably your mom or your auntie, or I don't know. Maybe your relatives, right? Okay. Okay. Right. This is a personal, fun thing. Hope you don't feel sleepy now. Okay, let's go back. 7. Question 7. Okay. So question 7 said, insidious. The word insidious in line number 13 most nearly means so. Such kind of word, if they directly name it, guys, go to the text and read that sentence. There is a clue for you. Let me help you. Wait, let me screen share. Okay, don't bother, brother. So I completely stop. Don't bother, brother. Like that. So it's just line number 13, everyone. Here. When people believe all women are weaker than men, are nature mothers. So please, when you read comma, don't confuse, right? Okay, when people believe all women are weaker than men, women are nature mother, which means women are caring and compassionate. See, women are, okay, should not work as hard as men. Is it line number 13? 10, 11, yeah, should not work as hard as men at a job. They are being satiated. So in here, huh? Are we wrong? Where is the word? I don't.
The word is at line 13.
Line number?
13.
Patronize. Line number 13, right?
Yes, you read 12.
Okay. So I'm going back there. When people believe all women are weaker, blah 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 blah. Okay, so don't confuse the women are natural mother, women are caring, women are compassionate, women are like that. So they are being satious. Don't underestimate that. Don't confuse. The music this word is okay. They're being, okay. This is nothing to do with those. Okay, now come back. One of the most insidious form of prejudice is discrimination. So in here, when you look the whole sentence, go find the negative again. Negative is discrimination is a negative word, isn't it? It has a negative sense behind it. Discriminate. Just like that. Discrimination against the elderly. So in here, most insidious, isn't it the adjective? This is the negative. Okay, so one of the most insidious forms of prejudice is discrimination against the elderly. So when you come back, the word insidious in line number 13 most nearly means, don't expect to get 100% meaning. Nearly is it. For example, transparent is so easy to see, understand. Transparent is not possible. So what's your pick? Misappropriate? Nah. What is your choice? You need to choose, guys. Let it be. Who chose B? No one? So what's the choice, Mr. Sign?
I chose D.
D, benevolent. Insidious mean benevolent. Look at, okay. One of the most benevolent forms of prejudice, this is what you're thinking. Now, let me guess in what's your choice to me?
D.
You also chose like that. Okay, how about the me too?
D.
How about gazing?
C.
Yeah, okay, got it. So nearly means, insidious mean, okay, sinister. One of the most sinister forms, but look at transparency is not misappropriate. Misappropriate is it. The word itself has a negative. Okay, and okay, misappropriate and benevolent. Benevolent is the topic, the main topic from the whole paragraph. Answer should be sinister. So another one thing that I would like to do is, I want you to do is, you might have a notebook. After done, take notes, all of them. So it depends on the sentence structure. Discrimination. The answer choice will be B this time. No one get correct. One of the most sinister forms of, okay, weak forms of, bad forms of, inappropriate kind of thing like that. Right. Discrimination against elderly, which often takes the form of older people being marginalized or patronized out of pity. We marginalize sometimes, or we patronize out of pity. So this is a kind of a sinister one. Insidious. Got it. Go to next. So this time is the ageism. Author's attitude, what he believes based on the ageism, can be best described, the best description. So the best description must be, you need to understand positive or negative one. What's the choice, Mrs. Sign?
For this one, I'm not very sure, but I chose D. I mean, yeah, D abrogated.
Okay. That means Jason.
A.
Okay. That means Jason.
D.
J. Okay. Abrogated. And how about Matthew?
C. C.
We can't hear you, to me.
Hello.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, C.
Thank you very much. Look at that. Author's attitude upon ageism can be best described. So we can, the best description for ageism, what the authors believe is it delighted? This is 100% positive. Delighted, we're happy. Is it? Okay, okay, transcendental. Transcendental mean, like handed down by handed down kind of thing, like transcendental. Okay, B and C, no. The possibility are applaud or abrogated. So mostly this letter D are super, super tough vocabulary. So students simply believe them. It can be this. Abrogated, it can be this, because you guys might have never heard of it. So you guys might have never seen that before, or you don't know what that is. Any clue? No clue at all. So you might think this is the answer, but go back. Attitude toward ageism. Okay. Answer choice actually goes to A. Answer choice actually goes to A. You can go back to the story again. Why the author's view on ageism? I want you to read that again. Skim. Start to the end. If you read start to the end, the author's attitude, you can guess that. The last paragraph. These situations are mutually exclusive to other people. They could affect a person of any age. Because of benevolent ageism and many reliable, responsible, senior citizen are losing jobs and being forced out of work. Negative. And with that, read each paragraph. We pass over younger one purely on their basis of age. It's an intransigence. Because the older person is viewed as less capable, not just an actual lack of experience at school. On the other hand, a veteran company may try to blah, 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 blah. It may be assumed that an older person will know when to adapt new idea or technology. So read, start to the end. And then read the paragraph as well. Ageism. So authors, writers may idea. Many forms of prejudice exist in society introductory. Now all forms of prejudice are obvious to the average person. Okay. Benevolent prejudice is a type of discrimination that often seems friendly or harmless. There are no outward sign of anger, fear, violence, but it is still an unjustified or incorrect attitude toward a person based on his or, look at the first paragraph. Incorrect attitude toward a person based on his or her social group. The second paragraph tells example, it's support like this. This is all about the benevolent explanation and example. The first paragraph has a main idea there. You can see the ending part. Read it. Therefore, the answer goes to, okay. Author's attitude toward ageism. To describe the best words is not delighted. It is good and bad they talk about. Okay. Transcendental, also they talk about this. Abrogated and above two. You have to choose this. A. A is the answer now. How about number 9? Second paragraph. Go back second paragraph. Most serves 2 plus power 1. You need to define or to give example or to provide reason or to compare. So such kind of sentence come, don't read the whole thing, the verb. When you read the verb, you get it. How many of you chose A? No. How many chose B? That's it. Second paragraph mentioned about that. Second paragraph give example of benevolence prejudice. Many examples they mention about that. You can get the answer for this type. But for 8, it's a little bit tough sometimes. But after practicing a lot, you will sense that literally. Not last, but not least. One by one, tell me. Matthew, what's the choice for number 10?
I chose C.
Okay. Let me gaze in.
C.
All right, Jason.
D.
Sign.
D.
Okay. So all of the following statements, A, B, C, D, about all these purpose. So the purpose are true, except, so you need to understand except this. The authors have an aim and objective. His purpose, A, to show reader that not all forms of prejudice are negative. It did mention in the test. So A is not possible. B, to bring attention to a form of prejudice people may be unaware of. This is also true. It did mention according to this. How about C? To convince employer means notion to hire elderly people. Okay, is it like that? D, to illustrate how everyone can have the same problems in workplace. But it did mention all the tests, but except, see, except this. This is like number 1 question or number 2 question I asked you. Except that one, to convince other purposes, not this. A or B or D or M we call, but C or no. Okay, Dali Palapido. Okay, Luigi go low can be bars with Sanana Yidam Hopu, it means like that. It's all obvious. C is the answer, everyone. Down. By the way, how many of you have finished breakfast? It's not breakfast time yet. How many of you have eaten, by the way? Have you eaten breakfast?
Yes.
Okay, good. So what time do you normally eat your lunch?
Lunch. After this, maybe.
Let me guess it.
Yeah, 11:30.
Your lunch time is 12?
12:30.
12:30, okay. Your class starts 12:30, so I think you should eat before then, right? How about Casey? You eat after all the classes or you eat between these classes?
Between these classes.
Between, I think you're Matthew? Between or after?
Between the classes.
All right, gotcha. So, read critical reading, passage 1. Based on the passage, different types of questions are introduced today. We completed successfully, but still not enough for that. You guys need to focus. So I would like to move on. Passage 2. How many lines we have? We have up to 30 lines. 1, 2, 3 paragraphs. 4 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs. So I will give you some time to read to get the general idea. Passage 2. We just have a short test here. Read the passage 2, start to the end, and then what's all about it? CCD. Honeybees. It's all about the bees. Should I move to next? Okay, I'll move next. Okay, it's all about B. Yes. Okay, it's all about B then. Inside story, they use tough words and sometimes there are some parts that they can trick you. So let's talk about bees. Who likes honey? Honey means not sweetheart, I'm not talking about that. Who likes honey? You don't like it? You don't like sweet? Thank you.
I like
Do you
honey.
think bees are useful, let's say animals? Are they useful for human being? How? How? One by one, tell me. They're useful because bees gives you honey, not like that. Are they useful? They are useful. Because of them, flowers, okay, what happened? Environment, nature, what else? And of course that it also gives human being nutrient thing, bees, beehives, bee pollen, okay, many things they bring, they give. Okay, have you ever got sting, sting by bee? Bee sting you, sting me like they bite you. Have you ever? Oh, yeah, you have. Okay, cool. Right? B. We'll continue that B later. Now, please take a break, class. I'm hungry. Who's hungry? I don't know. I'm hungry. Okay, thank you. See you in the late afternoon, everyone. Go eat something, and maths teacher's waiting for you, I guess. Not now, I guess. He also, the other class is also teaching. Thank you very much. So see you in the late afternoon. Thank you. Yes. See you.